Hi there, it's Carol with Carolbcrafts. Today we'll be making this adorable Hello Fabulous Be As Bold As Your Lipstick card. It's project number 2 in my Dress to Impress class kit. Check out my website www.carolbcrafts.com to see how you can get the class kit, which is available through May 31st, 2020. The Dress to Impress class centers around the Dress to Impress stamps and the all dressed up dies. This is sold as a bundle, and I'll put the number on the screen. Now this is kind of a girly set, but I'm not a girly person, and I've really enjoyed using it. We'll be making a shoebox later on in the class, the 4 projects that are in the class, with this shoe, and it's adorable. And it's there's a die for each one of these little, there's a lipstick die, there's a perfume die, there's a shoe die, there's roses, there's a little label for you, and even adorable little pocketbook, where this is the pocketbook that we'll be making. It's going to be project number 4 in our class kit, our Save the Best for Last. So again, if you're interested in this class kit of 4 projects, check out my website www.carolbcrafts.com to find out how you can get yours. Now, this is a class kit, but I'll give dimensions as we go along, and also on my website you'll find the dimensions and supplies. Just search in the search feature, all Dress to Impress. That's the name of the stamp set. And so we'll get started, and we'll do our stamping first. Now, the things that you're going to need to color all these gorgeous lipsticks, you're going to need several Stampin' blends, but you can use whatever color you might have on hand. The ones I chose to use, Dark Poppy Parade, Dark Cherry Cobbler, Dark Lovely Lipstick, Dark Blackberry Bliss, and Dark Flirty Flamingo. Those are our lipstick colors. Then for our lipstick case, we have Light and Dark Smoky Slate and Light and Dark Navy Blue, or Night of Navy. So those are our Stampin' blends. We'll use Night of Navy ink. We'll use Tuxedo Black ink. And then for your adhesives, Snail, Mini Dimensionals, Liquid Glue, and Mini Glue Dots. For your tools, you're going to need scissors, maybe not, a pencil, take your pick pointy tool, and your die cutting machine, your manual die cutting machine, to cut out these awesome little dies of lipstick. All right, so I'll clear this away. We'll get started on our stamping. So this is the kit that you're going to need. It has the yellow paper on it if you have a hard time deciding which one is which. And like I said, I'll give the dimensions, but they'll also be on my website www.carolbcrafts.com. Now, for the front, we've got 2 pieces here. This is for the inside, and this is for stamping all those awesome lipsticks. I've got a couple of small white squares. We're going to stamp on those too. This is just a 1/4 sheet, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 Whisper White, regular Whisper White, and then these are regular Whisper White. And this will be cut at 1 inch by 1 5/8 inch. So those are what we're going to need to stamp, and everything else we'll put away for now till later, and get them out of the way so we don't get ink on them. So I'm going to use my stamp apparatus, but you're free to use whatever stamping system you use, or if you want to use your blocks, you could, a D block would work just fine. Now, let's see, we need our Memento Black ink for our lipsticks. We need our Night of Navy for our sentiments. So let's see, first of all, we'll take our 1/4 sheet of Whisper White. Now, I am using These are photopolymer stamps, and I just want to put a plug in here for this deluxe foam mat. It's awesome. It's in the annual catalog. I'll put the number on the screen. It's got a plastic coating. I find that my photopolymer stamping goes so much easier and nicer with this as opposed to the original one that came with the machine. But if you get a chance to order it because it's well worth it. So let's get our lipstick, our awesome little lipstick stamp. Kudos to whoever designed this. This is so sweet. So much fun. Now here we go with the lipstick stamp. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And the way we're going to do that is we're just going to start up here at the top and pick that up. Of course it wants to stick, that's fine. We know photopolymer likes to stick, that's why we love it. And keep our magnets separate, they love each other too. So I'm going to ink up our little image here of our lipstick. And we got our 1. Now we're going to move it over. Now about 1 inch and 1 1/4 inches. If you don't have anything to measure with, just kind of figure you want it kind of in the middle. You just want enough space so that you can die cut and not like interfere with the other one. So we only need 6 of these, so we'll do this one. Now we're going to move it over about 1 1/4 inches. Make sure that's not going to be too close to the edge. Good. Stamp this one. Now we're going to flip this over, start back in the corner, and ink it up again. Going to move it over about 1 1/4 inches or till it's in the center. You can kind of get a feel for where it's going to be since it's photopolymer. You can see through. Ink that one up. And then move it over one more time about 1 1/4 inches or till you feel like it's got enough room. And ink that up and stamp our last one. Okay, that's our lipsticks. 5 for the outside, 1 for the inside. We'll let those dry a little because we're going to be coloring them. I'll wipe off my stamp. So for the sentiments we need hello fabulous and be as bold as your lipstick. We will do hello fabulous first. For white, I give you 2, you only need 1. Because this is a little too small for, we're just going to put a tiny bit of adhesive on the back and just kind of push it down there and hope that that holds it. And then we're going to get our hello fabulous and we're just going to put that in place. Luckily these are photopolymer so we can see through there. And I'm going to make sure that's straight. It looks straight enough. Now picking it up though is going to be a trick. Okay, so get that back in the corner there and make sure that it doesn't, that it's still straight. Okay, now we're going to use our Night of Navy, so I'll put my Memento Black ink back away. Get out my Night of Navy ink. I think this is one of my favorite colors, Night of Navy. It's so calming and peaceful. And we'll stamp that down. Bring it up. And of course it moved. I didn't have my things close enough. I'm going to stamp that one more time, just gently. Alright, so now we have our Hello Fabulous. So now we're going to do the inside sentiment, and since this is a landscape card, we're going to put it landscape and put our Be as Bold as Your Lipstick in the corner. And this time we'll use our magnet so that we don't have that problem with the paper rising up. So just pick that up gently. Make sure that's straight. It's a little bit crooked. I'm using the Be As up at the top to get it straight. Okay, I think that's right. Oh, it's still a little bit crooked. Let's try that. Yeah, that's good. All right, we're going to use our Night of Navy for that as well. And I'm going to do that one more time because some of it didn't go down quite as rich as I want. Okay, that looks good. And that is our stamping. Okay, I've cleared away all my stamping, and now we're going to do our coloring. This is the fun part. You get to color these gorgeous bold lipsticks. Now let's see, we need one that's a cherry cobbler, and so we'll just do that. I'm going to go ahead and color this. We need two of the Dark Lovely lipstick and then one of each of the other colors here that we have that I told you about. So I'll color these and then we'll come back. Okay, so we're done with the coloring of our lipstick. Now we're going to color the bases here. Light smoky slate for the barrel part, and the dark smoky slate down here at the little ring at the bottom. Okay, so that's the light, and then the dark smoky slate, we'll do just this ring part right here. Okay, so I'm going to do all of those the same way. And then lastly, we're going to do light Night of Navy, just like right underneath that there. And then the dark Night of Navy will do the bottom part. Okay, once we get all of our coloring done, we are ready to do our die cutting. And we're going to get this fun lipstick die out. It's going to cut out all of our lipsticks. And then we also have a piece of lovely lipstick cardstock, which is 2 3/4 by 2. We're going to use the label die that comes with that as well. That's this die right here. We're going to be cutting that out. So I'm going to cut all of these out, and I'll do it one at a time through my die cutting machine, and I'm just going to put that in place with some removable Scotch tape so that it doesn't move. I might go ahead and do the other side too. And so I'll get all of these cut out, and then I'll come back and we'll assemble our card. Okay, so we have all of our lovely lipsticks, and we can start assembling our card. Let's move our blends out of the way. Now I had you cut 2 of your lovely lipstick. One's going to go on the inside, and it's just going to kind of go like right here. So we'll put that on with some glue dots. Whoops, sorry about that. And put maybe 3 glue dots, and that's just going to go like right here, just like that. Now let's bring in the rest of our items here. And I don't know if I told you this was 4 3/4 by 3 1/2. 4 3/4 by 3 1/2. In the front, we're going to have a piece of thick Whisper White, just 5 1/2 by 8 1/2. It should be scored at 4 1/4 if I remember to score them. I think I did. I usually try to score your cardstock for you. So we're going to fold that in half. So that'll be our card base. Then we don't want to get our Night of Navies mixed up. So on the front, we have 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. Night of Navy, and then our DSP from Best Dressed, 5 1/4 by 4. It's going to go here, and I'm going to use snail for that, just because it's easy. And line that up. Try to get it even. Okay, and then you want your diagonals going up to the left-hand corner, although it doesn't really matter, I guess. Now these, for your pencil, you're going to take and about 3/4 on the back with your thing going up to the left corner. You're going to mark 3/4 of an inch from the bottom on both sides. That's going to tell you where you're going to want your ribbon. I have 8 inches of ribbon. And what's that ribbon? It is gray granite, textured weave ribbon, gray granite, 8 inches. Okay, so we're going to put some adhesive, about 1/2 inch, a couple of things around. So we're going, I'm hurrying so that I can beat my, okay, so I put them on the wrong side. My camera's battery's going to die, so I'm trying to beat my camera battery. All right, so we're going to, above that line, that 3/4 inch line, we're going to put that there. So there's our ribbon. And now we can put this on the front of our card. And here we go. Okay, so we have our card base. Now, you have 1/2 of a doily, pearlized doily. It's going to go like right here, like right there. Now, how are we going to put that on? You can use, you can just use a scrap piece of paper and turn it so the silver part's towards the down below, and then just do a little bit of this. It doesn't have to be perfect because most of it's going to be covered up. You just want something that's going to hold it in place in the center. And if any of that's sticking up, you can just rub it off with your finger. Okay, so now we're going to do our lipsticks. We're going to do Cherry Cobbler, dark Flirty Flamingo here, and lovely lipstick in the top. Poppy Parade, and Blackberry Bliss. And this is going to go on the front, so that's going to give us kind of an idea where you want that. We're going to put those on with glue dots again. I'll start in the center. 3 glue dots. I think I might have missed one over here. And it's just going to kind of go about 1/4 of an inch from the top. You want it about there. Okay, and then I guess it's good to do these on the sides next, so we have good spacing. So we'll put the one on the side here, and this one. It's going to go there. Then we'll do these. It's going to go right there, and then this one. It's going to go right here. So now we have our lipsticks. This one looks a little bit like it went too far up to the top. I'm going to bring it down a little bit and over. Okay, that looks good. Now we'll do our little Hello Fabulous. It's going to go here. I could use snail, or normally I'd use glue, but I'm trying to beat the clock, so I'm going to use some snail. And we're going to put that on the front with some mini dimensionals. I got 5 minutes, guys, 5 minutes. So, and that might be pushing it. So I'm going to put these on. I'm only going to put some on the top here. I'm not going to put any on the bottom. This is going to go over the ribbon, and these are not going to touch the ribbon. These are going to go above the ribbon. Okay, right there. Will I beat the clock? Let's see. All right, so inside is easy peasy. We got a 5 by 3 3/4. Get that in there real quick. With my snail. And done. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Check out my website, www. Oh, wait, we're not done yet. Sorry. Oh, see, haste makes waste. So these are rhinestones. I've colored them with I think that's the dark Night of Navy. 1 large, 2 small. And they're going to go right there. Hopefully. All right, hold on. All right, now we're ready. Okay, so we're ready. Thanks for watching, and check out my website, www.carolbcrafts.com, to see what current class kits I'm offering. Thank you. Bye.